The Kisumu County Annual Peace and Leadership Summit held the event at Mama Grace Onyango Social Hall. In partnership with Pamoja for Transformation, the theme Enhancing Inclusive Opportunities for Sustainable Peace, Leadership and Development was scrutinized at large. Kevin Oside, a governance expert, emphasized on how to sustain peace through mobilization of young people. He called upon politicians to look into the needs of the youth and urged citizens to read and look into the proposed bill of the Hustler Fund.
To support the young people, because the law does not block you. It depends on the interest of the people and what you want to do to be able to shrink the pool of young people who would probably be taken advantage of by these bad people. State and non-state actors need to look at who is doing what where and how can we work together. My brothers and sisters, we must take advantage of the opportunities by government. Whether we voted for the government or Jacob is president or is chief opposition, it doesn't matter. In Nairobi County, for example, we have gone ahead and worked with the county government and the county assembly to pass a law called the Prevention of Violent Extremism Act, which is really at the core of pushing the county government to consider interventions that build the capacity of young people like the ones I met outside during the exhibition. Because I'm really surprised that out of nothing, what a hyacinth, we have a team from Dunga Eco Network that is actually making very interesting items outside there, out of nothing. And that sofa that you see there is 130,000 Kenya shillings. Now the question then is, what is the role of the county government in supporting that kind of a network of young people? Have we considered a very good conversation where the county government can be able to engage in a value chain, value-added mechanism of engagement and of partnerships with that kind of an organization? Because if you were to export that kind of a seat, or the kind of kofia that I saw there, and it really fitted very well on my head, and you export it, or even take it to Mombasa, I am sure it will be sold at a higher price than what they are selling it here. But I'm saying it because I can see the media people here, and they have come to also cover part of what I am saying in this platform. When other people will hear that we have good things out of nothing, they will come and take them. They will buy them very cheaply, then go and sell them very expensively. So how do we support the young people out there? Give them a safer landing out of the radicalization and mobilization by the politicians. Because a young person will go out there to want to fight a neighbor or want to take away something, and we've had a serious challenge the past 3 weeks in Nairobi with security. We have over 74 boys that have been arrested who are just walking with knives and stabbing people aimlessly. We were telling the county commissioner, the regional commissioner, and the governor, this cannot go on. But you talk to those young people at a very closer tone, they will tell you, hatuna chakula. Some of them have run out of school because of lack of school fees. Now, the politician, because of politics, like Mheshimiwa here, takes advantage and says, oh, you are easy to mobilize. I'll give you 50 shillings because the money that they're given is very, very little. But you give it to them over and over again, 50 today, 50 tomorrow, or if they are 23 MCS campaigning in a ward and you give one person 50 shillings, 23 of you, please do the math. Now, if we can consider the statistical underpinnings around why politicians would want to mobilize young people, then this summit, which is called the Peace and Leadership Summit, needs to give us an opportunity to begin to engage with affirmative action funds. And the DCC spoke about this. Even before we talk about the Hustler Fund, because the Hustler Fund, in my view, is doomed to fail because it is going to fail. Okay? It has been designed to fail. I have done a personal opinion to the CS. I have met 2 cabinet secretaries. I have told them, and they shared that opinion in their last cabinet last week. The Hustler Fund has been designed to fail.
In attendance was the Deputy Speaker Nerea, who stated that the legislature aims to promote peace through service delivery, ensure inclusivity and public participation in lawmaking in the county. She stated that Kisumu County Education Fund Act fully sponsored 350 students in high school. The deputy speaker cited that the youth will be provided with a forum to air their views. She also stated that Kisumu will move to greater heights with the funding from the county government.
I would say as Kisumu County Assembly, who is a very big stakeholder in issues of peace, we've made sure that we are in the right process of making the legislations that would then ensure that the public are holistically involved in the governing process and also in the putting up of legislation that then would make sure that the space is opened up for youth empowerment and employment so as to address the arising needs of our youth that would lead to insecurity.
The deputy county commissioner also noted that insecurity was on the rise and they had gotten the root causes and are working on ways to improve security. He congratulated the faith-based organizations and NGOs for promoting peace education.
We've done some survey ourselves. We can say some of the causes of crime in Kisumu. We can say political, madam. You know when the elections were declared, they are, and your favorite candidate loses, what will happen to the others? They run and start engaging in stealing from others because of anger and frustrations. So and our politicians here, MCAs, to me, they have been engaging these youth. They have been giving them some handouts, isn't it? During the campaigns. Am I right? MC. And now there are no handouts because there are no politics. Yeah? There are no handouts because there are no politics. So these people will find a way of looking for food. Economic causes, yes, there are employment causes, low income, increased price of food and availability of food. Not that the causes are Abdul, but that does not give you a warrant to go and steal from others.
Esther, one of the attendees, supported that the youth should be used in peace building through intercommunity functions such as football matches. She stated that art can be a tool for peace promotion.
So part of it is very critical to look at the issues of economic justice and favorable environments for communities to engage in their day-to-day lives without interference. And that means that what we look at is that how do we also look at economic justice and social justice in terms of the environment where we live in every day, because this can be the triggers for the insecurity which we see at community level, because where you put your trade, then there's no safeguarding that you will be able to be trading there tomorrow. So part of it is that we are also challenging the space and challenging government to set up spaces where people can trade and also set up spaces where people can be trained so that livelihoods can be protected at all times and that we get economic justice and social justice, and that is what will bring peace within communities and also within households. We look at innovation, and part of the things which have been done is, for example, having football for peace between communities, between borders, so that young people can engage, and so that in the innovation means that apart from just peace talks, within those peace talks, how do we involve youth? There's art which can be used, and there's also football which can be used, and this has been used time and memorial to engage. Different communities also even have food festivals where you share festivals for food and exchange, because there were different rituals which were used traditionally to talk about issues of peace and security. And once those rituals were done between two communities, then peace had to prevail. So when we look at those ones, we also look at our cultural ways of talking about peace and security. So cultural festival, football for peace, and even art for peace. Those are spaces which we can use, and all people will be engaged at different levels where it is not a restricted meeting where people feel constricted in terms of engagement.
The summit was held in order to enlighten residents on the use of challenges they face and turning these challenges into opportunities. The youth were also encouraged to apply for funds in order to start up their own businesses, since the county is set to support small and medium enterprises. Reporting for Media One International, I'm Cindy Kavuchi. Kindly remember to like, subscribe, and comment to this YouTube channel at Media One International.